Today he got 55 is Mayank Agarwal. He's a very good opening batsman, isn't he, Viv? He leaves very well, he attacks the spinners when they come on. He's not going on and making the big score that his start requires, but he looked in good touch yesterday.
Well, I think especially when you put the opposition in, as West Indies did yesterday, he did played a great part in the way in which he left good balls. But as you said, to continue, I think these are the things you'll have to learn in future. But when you can see off the new ball, and especially when you've been put in as an opening batter, it's always tough. And I think he handled himself pretty well. It's about maybe pushing on in the future, and if he can do that, certainly there's some ability there for him to accomplish that.
Well, we sent Kartik off to catch up with him yesterday. Let's have a quick chat with him now.
पहले दिन जब बल्लेबाजी बड़ी मुश्किल रहती है तो सलामी बल्लेबाज के पास सब कुछ रहता है। मयंक अग्रवाल मेरे साथ हैं। कल का इनिंग्स आपको कितना सेटिस्फैक्शन देता है?
जी, कल की इनिंग बहुत सेटिस्फाइंग थी। जैसे कंडीशंस में हम लोग ने बैटिंग की वो आसान नहीं थे, और जैसे कि मार रोच और होल्डर एक जगह पे बिल्कुल प्रेशर बनाए रखे हुए थे और बॉलिंग बहुत अच्छी एरियाज़ पे कर रहे थे कि आपको कोई भी फ्रीबीज नहीं मिल रही थी, तो आपको उधर ही डटे रहना था। और बोलो आपकी टेक्निक और आपका पेशेंस और आपकी डिसिप्लिन सब कुछ चेक हो रही थी।
बतौर बल्लेबाज आप कभी कभी पहचानते हैं कि एक बॉलर ठीक नहीं डाल रहा, जैसे शैनन गैब्रियल कल स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे पर जेसन होल्डर दूसरी तरफ से अच्छा डाल रहे थे, तो प्लानिंग क्या रहती है और आपकी प्लानिंग क्या थी जब विराट कोहली के साथ आपने इतनी अच्छी बल्लेबाजी की?
जी देखो, कल आई थिंक शैनन गैब्रियल से उतनी अच्छी बॉलिंग नहीं हो रही थी, तो ये था कि अगर वो ज़्यादा ओवर कर सके तो हमारे लिए अच्छा है, बिकॉज उसकी बॉल मतलब ठप्पे पे नहीं गिर रही थी। और दूसरी तरफ से होल्डर एक बहुत ही टाइट लाइंस और बहुत अच्छे एरियाज़ पे डाल रहे थे, तो ये प्लान था कि अगर गैब्रियल डालता है और वो थोड़ी लूज़ डालता है तो हम लोग थोड़े स्ट्रोक्स खेलेंगे, नहीं तो होल्डर को हम लोग बिल्कुल टाइट खेलेंगे। और 2 विकेट गिर गए थे, तो ये प्लान था कि हम लोग एक पार्टनरशिप बिल्ड करें। और स्पेशली बिफोर लंच ये डिसाइड हुआ कि हम लोग और थोड़ा टाइट खेलेंगे और थोड़ा कॉशियस रहेंगे, सो दैट व्हेन वी गो टू लंच कि हमारी कोई विकेट ना गिरे। और लंच के बाद क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली 40 मिनट और धूप लगेगी विकेट पे और थोड़ा ड्राई हो जाएगा, एंड इट विल बी अ लिटिल बेटर टू बैट ऑन इन द सेकंड सेशन, तो हमको ये लगा कि हम थोड़ा और टाइट खेलते हैं और थोड़ा कॉशियस खेलेंगे और फिर बाद में देखते हैं आफ्टर लंच की कैसे टेम्पो बढ़ा सकते हैं।
विकेट हरा है वो सबको पता है, कौन सा लेंथ है जो बल्लेबाज के लिए मुश्किल है, वो आप बता सकते हैं?
जी, आई थिंक जस्ट लेंथ एंड जस्ट लिटिल शॉर्ट ऑफ लेंथ, क्योंकि आगे का बॉल उतना मूव नहीं हो रहा या इतना असिस्टेंस नहीं है बॉलर के लिए जो बैट्समैन को आउट कर सके। बट हाँ, जो लेंथ से नी हाइट और नी रोल की हाइट पे और उससे थोड़ा ऊपर, आई थिंक दैट लेंथ इज़ वेरी टफ।
मयंक, आपका अभी तक जितने भी टेस्ट मैचेस हैं देश के बाहर ही हुए हैं, कितना मुश्किल है एक बल्लेबाज के लिए आके इमीडिएटली ऐसे कंडीशंस में खेलना?
जी हाँ, जी देखो, एक्चुअली देश के बाहर खेलना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, ऑब्वियसली आउट ऑफ कंफर्ट जोन, क्योंकि बचपन से एक जगह खेलते आ रहे हो तो आपको आदत रहती है कि चलो ये ऐसे ट्रैक्स में होता है ऐसे, बट एक अलग ही चैलेंज होता है। और आई थिंक इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट है ही ये चीज़ कि आप अपने कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर रहें और अब ट्राई एंड प्ले टू द बेस्ट ऑफ योर एबिलिटी।
कोई बात नहीं, आप बिल्कुल कंफर्ट जोन में ओपन करते हुए, और यही चाहूँगा कि जल्द से जल्द आप अपना शतक लगा लें।
थैंक यू सो मच।
AJ, what's he got to do to get onto that century now? Because he's getting the starts every time, isn't he?
Well, I wish I knew. I would have got one. I think what I actually like about him is the grittiness that he has. He may not have the talent of KL Rahul at the other end or some of the other players that we've seen, but he knows, as Sir Viv says, he knows how to get dirty and get the job done. It was not easy out there yesterday till lunchtime. He saw the new ball through. He'd be disappointed with himself the way he got out. But he's gritty. He showed that in Australia when the team wasn't doing too well. So that's his real strength, and that's what he's done through his career as well. He's got loads and loads of runs, and he's got to the Test match cricket. And he's a young man too. He will learn. He will soon figure out.
And use them up as best as he can.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Just
I
get 100.
couldn't get one, so I don't
Just
know
get
how it's done.
100. Well, we're going to take another break here on Kent Extra Innings. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Ashes. 5 tests, live and exclusive on Willow, is powered by Aluva. Tomorrow's prices today, in association with CheapoAir.com. Go ahead, be cheap.
That's nicely played. Oh, that's a shot. And he's got the wicket. Oh, shots.
Very good. That is magnificent. India Tour of West Indies, live and exclusive on Willow, is presented by Aluva. Tomorrow's prices today. Powered by State Farm. Go with the one that's here to help life go right. In association with Zoom. Only Zoom gives you fast bank deposits and amazing rates. Biz2Credit. Call or visit biz2credit.com now to get a free consultation with a funding specialist. And Ashoka Badamaza flavored milk with real piece of almond.
Cleaned him up. Very nicely played.
You are watching Willow Live.
Welcome back to Kent Extra Innings, start of day 2 for this second test match, West Indies versus India from Kingston in the glorious island of Jamaica. 2-6-4 for 5, India overnight. Bihari and Pant, the not out batsman. 76 from Virat Kohli. Shocked me, top scorer. And for the West Indies, it wasn't Kemar Roach, despite being the pick of the bowlers again. Bowled wonderfully, got his 1 wicket. It was Jason Holder, 3 for 39 from 20, bowled really, really tidily yesterday. Big Rakeem Cornwall, 1 for 69 from 27. Had a very, very good first day. Right, there's another player to look out for today, and so we're going to have him in our player to watch out for. Brought to you by Xiaomi Redmi K20 series, the true master. Now, last week, this man got to 94, 95 and got out in Antigua. I know someone else who did that. We'll talk to him about that in a second. But Vihari is a good player.
And he comes in at times when India are on the ropes, and for some reason he gets them off the rope.
Now, last week, AJ, I wondered why you were saying that he had more time, he didn't need to do this when he got into the 90s in Antigua. The truth has just come out. Tell us what you told. Tell everyone what you just told me. Where was your highest score?
Everybody knows it. It's 96.
Where was that?
I could never get to 100. Antigua, it was embarrassing. I mean, what happened to me was he was trying to do it for the team. In fact, it was 5th day. We were going into those mandatory overs. The game was going to be drawn, and I was getting closer to that 100. But I knew at 7 overs, you'd shake hands and you'd walk away. I had a friend as a captain, Sachin Tendulkar, who would have made sure that I'd be in there. He would make that effort. Courtney on the other side, who was a captain, he was sweet too, but it was embarrassing at that moment to get to that 100. So I was trying to get back, get the strike back, so I could, finish it off in that over. And I got run out. So I can tell him, one way to get to 100 is don't get run out in your 90s. There's no rush. Take your time.
I had no idea of this last week. If I'd known, I'd have brought my little hankies for you, because you deserve 100, AJ.
No, you don't deserve anything. You get what you get out there. Nobody gives you a run free. And I think it is, I look back in my life and I say, oh, look, maybe there was a signal there that, you got to get better. You don't get things for free. And one thing I never learned is how to get a test 100.
Well, there is Vihari Viv.
He will certainly get one.
Exactly,
It looks like
he will,
a much better player.
He got into the 90s last week. They didn't bowl short at him at all yesterday. Do you think that's where the West Indies missed out a bit?
I think we may see some of that this morning. It's the West Indian Pacers would have had some rest. The ball is still very much new. It's hard. And I think we would see some of that this morning. What we didn't see yesterday, why not today?
Yeah, well, he's certainly our player to look out for. He played very well yesterday. And we've got our section coming up now that I know every day, AJ, you absolutely live and die for. It's our expert advice thing. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, well, now everybody will understand. That's why we've left. It was time for that expert advice. He wasn't unwell. He's perfectly okay.
Well, this is our expert advice brought to you by Ultratech Cements, India's #1 cement. Right, we'll go to you first, Viv, just while we've still got you. If you're talking to Jason Holder this morning, what are you saying to him about who to bowl where?
Well, I'll looking to start with Kimo Roche. That's been the man, in my opinion, even though he hasn't got the success that he would have had in Antigua. Certainly, he was a pick of the bunch. And yes, good rest last night. Obviously, the physio, been playing with those muscles, getting them all loose for today. And hopefully, Shannon Gabriel would be much fitter today.
Hopefully, yeah, because
yes,
he needs,
all
to,
that does
he needs
help.
to come to town.
He needs,
for the West
we need to
Indies,
have the
doesn't
two
he?
of them firing today.
Yeah.
If West Indies needs to make some inroads in this Indian batting.
And AJ, you didn't manage to sneak off, so here you are. How do you speak to Hanuman Vihari now? What do you say to him about if he gets near that 100 mark? And Rishabh Pant as well. Oh, so the wind's picked up. About getting to a decent total for India. How did they said about this morning?
Well, they've got to worry about the first 10 overs, I think, 6, 7 overs, in fact, not even 10, with Gabriel not bowling more than 3 and Jason Holder. And Jason Holder's been the pick of the bowler yesterday, Roach, of course, with him. So you're looking at 10 overs. Once you get past that, you've got spin. And the ball is relatively harder. It's a new ball, so when the spinners come on, there will be runs. You will be able to pick up runs. You'll be able to pick up and stick to your game. Especially Rishabh Pant. I think, yesterday we saw him, block a few right at the start. He can take his own time, play his game. Find a way, you need to find a way how you score runs. Vihari can carry on playing the way he knows how to play. He has beautiful hands. We saw driving yesterday. Anything that's pitched up, he drives it beautifully. And Mohammad Shafi is having a word. He's probably having a word and saying, listen, when you come in, please stay on at the other end. I want to get that 100.
Well, I always remember those days, pads on, ready to go out, always dreaming of that 100 that had come. I was normally back taking my pads off about 10 minutes later, going, sorry lads, can I have another go? But it's going to be another great day here in Jamaica. It's a beautiful, sunshiny day. There's Raheem Cornwall, had a very fine start to his Test career yesterday. We'll see how he gets on day 2 in his Test career after the break. Thank you for watching Kent Extra Innings.
the Ashes. 5 Be cheap.
Suggest combination of that and the humidity. Asked to bat first yesterday, India compiled 264 for 5, given that decision by the West Indies, given the nature of the surface. That would have been a good outing with the bat on the first day. 42 to Bihari, he's still there with Rishabh Pant, who played circumspectly with great judgment. Virat Kohli, the top scorer with 76, and Agarwal also played quite nicely. The West Indies captain was outstanding with his workload, 20 overs on the day, in addition to his 3 for 39. Kemar Roach wasn't far behind in terms of overs bowled, and you would say 1 for 47 doesn't truly reflect again how well he bowled. So a very important morning. India 1 up in this 2-test match series. A nice blue sky overhead here in Kingston, Jamaica. One other important feature of this second day's place, the new ball is just 7 overs old. Taking up the attack from Michael Holding's end. Not that Michael owns the end, it's just named after him. Wouldn't be surprised he's owned the end. Hanuma Bihari. It's an intriguing battle. Bihari makes you bowl to his strengths and limitations are, and asks you to come closer to him. Can the bowler stay away? Rishabh Pant played with great judgment yesterday, apart from maybe once or twice. I thought it was a mature innings in difficult circumstances at the end of the day. Can he continue? As stressed before, Jason Holder was superb. 11 wickets in the last test match here against Bangladesh last year. And with that wind that comes across the ground, I loved bowling at this ground because of the different slopes and the wind. Holder will get that ball to shape back into Rishabh Pant with the odd one going across him.
Jen says play.
Richard Kettleborough says play. Knocked him over first ball. What a start for Jason Holder. It's that movement again. Brilliant, excellent, superb from the West Indies captain.
What a great delivery. Not what you want, but Rishabh Pant didn't help himself by pushing hard at the ball. Look at that, he's pushed hard at the ball. The mistake that the West Indies batsman made in the Antigua second innings is exactly what Rishabh Pant has done. Very good line, just around the left-hander off stump, and coming back to him. Pant gone for 27, bowled of the first ball of the second day's play, 264 for 6.
Well, I'm over, Ravi. Fraction to you, leg. Leg stump. It's 5 to come.
Ravindra Jadeja, who batted so well in Antigua. 2 straight. Holder got it perfect to Pant, but 2 straight to Jadeja. Surprised there isn't a short leg.
Centre stump guard. This is the wicket. There it is. Look at that. Big gap between bat and pad. Looking to push.
Yep, Sonny, just to your point, maybe the defensive shot that Jadeja played off the ball before compared to Rishabh Pant's delivery, I wonder how far apart they were, and we could see how much tighter Jadeja was in his defensive shot. But the first ball of the day, if you're as an opening batsman yourself, not that they're opening the batting, new day, that sort of thing, Sonny.
Exactly. I think a lot of batsmen make the mistake, and it's a temperamental one, that if they're batting on 100, they think that they are batting 100 the next day, when you should be thinking you're starting on 0. Look at that. It's a perfect length, perfect line as well. He's got this late movement into the right hand, into the left-hander and away from the right-hander. It was just too good a delivery. So all it needed was respect. It needed a softer bat, a slower speed bat, which is what Jadeja is showing. 268 for 6.
What if you could take the unpredictability out of crypto? Better investments, greater profits, enabling the adoption and growth of digital assets. Make all this happen with Aluva, the global platform for digital assets analysts, minimizing the unpredictability in crypto.
Sabina Park, and generally his bowling has improved. Now, can Kemar Roach get just reward for due service? Still like to see the man in at short leg, and don't, I said before, Vihari's strength is he makes you bowl to his area where he wants it. He loves that drive.
That is right. He'll feel the pressure. He'll feel the pressure now that the one with who he had a partnership, Rishabh Pant's gone on the first ball. Vihari will feel the pressure for the first few deliveries. So it's more important for Rose to make him play. If he's allowing Vihari to leave deliveries outside the off stump as he did this first one, it allows Vihari to settle down, get his eyes accustomed to the light, get his assessment of what the pitch is doing. There, that's fine. He'll be happy. He'll be happy to do that. He's got loads of patience. Vihari's got loads of patience. He's got all the shots in the book as well. So unless you make him play, he'll be happy. He knows time is not the issue. He can bat as long as he wants. He knows that he's got the go-ahead this time to bat as long as he wants.
That's a good shot, misfielded by Shamar Brooks. I think he got a hand on it. So, Sonny, your approach on a surface like this, turn the clock back for me.
Well, it would be to play as little as possible, unless it was essential. And you can see over there, the grass is still around. It's around the off stump. There aren't any dents that you can see with the ball. So it's a hard surface. Normally there are some dents, there are some ball marks. You don't see much of them here. That is it. That is it. That's a line. Get the odd ball to come back in. But you got 3 slips in position, so the outswinger should be your main weapon. So the thing would be to show patience as far as a new session is concerned, a new ball is concerned. You can always make up for it later, once you settle down, once you know what the pitch is doing, once the bowlers are tired, once the seam is a little bit softer, the ball is softer. It is. He'll be happy to do that.
And Sonny, because of that, I put my bowling hat on again 2 balls ago. When I look at the wobble seam and how the ball nips back, I want to be able to bowl straighter.
now. 'Cause your time is 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 now. Your time is now. 'Cause 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 your time is now. Your time is now. Cause 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 your time is now.